Hey, how's it going, everybody? Mikey Chris with Montrose Kia here, coming at you with another video. Today's topic is going to be buying a vehicle with bad credit. So let's dive into it. Stay tuned. So I am going to start off with a small disclaimer here. I'm not giving you guys legal advice on how to repair your credit. If you'd like a little more in-depth information on that, you should always seek out a professional. What I'm covering today is how you can buy a vehicle, new or pre-owned, with bad credit. So there actually are several reasons why you might find yourself in a position where you have bad credit. You know, maybe you had a job loss, maybe you fell behind on some bills, maybe you had a repossession. It is what it is. The past is the past. There's nothing that we can do to change that now. It's actually a very common question that I've heard over the last 4 years. Is it even possible to buy a vehicle with bad credit? Well, the short answer to that is yes, it's very much possible. I'm going to discuss, several different situations that we work with and a couple ways that we can get you qualified for an auto loan. Another common thing that I want to point out is that generally people with bad credit are sometimes hesitant or even fearful to come into the dealership just because they're afraid that they're going to get denied and they don't want to hear no. And you know what? I can actually completely understand that. Nothing is guaranteed in life. I'm not saying here that I can 100% guarantee that I can get you a vehicle with bad credit. However, we do it more often than not. In the last couple of weeks, I've been able to help out 4 or 5 customers, get them in a new vehicle and on the road to get their credit score up. And one of the reasons why people are fearful of can I even get approved is maybe some of the things that's showing on their credit report. Maybe that's a repossession. Maybe it's a bankruptcy, something similar. Bankruptcy is actually one of our specialties here at Montrose Kia. We work with open Chapter 7s, closed Chapter 7s. We work with Chapter 13s. This, again, is a very, very common thing that we see here and something that we're able to work with all the time. Another reason why people are fearful to come in when they have bad credit is they were probably denied at another dealership. Well, I have great news. I'm not that dealership. I mean, different dealerships have different programs, different banks, so just because you were denied somewhere else doesn't mean that you're going to come in and get denied here. Again, this is a situation that I have seen quite a few times in my 4 years here. Okay, let's get into the meat and potatoes of this topic. So there are several steps to take when purchasing a vehicle with bad credit. The first step is managing your expectations. And by that I mean, are you going to come into the dealership and buy a $52,000 Telluride? Probably not. We're going to start off small and work our way up down the road. The first thing that you want to do is maybe start off with like a mid-size sedan or a mid-size SUV, something along those lines that's a little cheaper, that's going to help you make your payments on time and ultimately increase your credit score. The second step is actually very, very easy. All you got to do is give me a call, schedule an appointment to come in. We'll sit down together, we'll go over your specific scenario and determine the best way that we can help you get into a newer vehicle. The third step is to simply come in prepared. And by that, I mean bring your 2 most current pay stubs, maybe 1 form of proof of residency. These are things that banks may ask for when getting you approved, and it just helps speed the process along. If you don't have physical pay stubs or physical proof of residence, that's fine. You can always come in, you can email any documents to me, pull them up on your phone, and then we'll go from there. All right, so you and I have sat down together. We've sent you over to the banks and hey, guess what? We got you approved. Yes. So what's the next step? We're gonna take a test drive, make sure that vehicle is exactly to your liking. We'll come back in, we'll go over some finance terms, and this is gonna be the very first step to rebuilding your credit. Now, once again, I wanna reiterate that I'm not giving you legal advice. However, getting a new auto loan is one of the best ways to help build your credit. All right, so let's say you came into the dealership, we got you approved. Congratulations, you're driving away in a new vehicle. So you may ask yourself, okay, what happens next? So the best thing that you can do is continue to drive that vehicle, make your payments on time. I would suggest for at least 18 months. At that point in time, you may want to consider upgrading to maybe something bigger, maybe something sportier, whatever you may prefer. Once you've been able to build your credit score up more, that's going to open up a lot more avenues for you later down the road. As always, I appreciate you guys tuning in and watching. If you have any questions about anything that I discussed today, or maybe you think of a question that I didn't talk about, you can always give me a call or text at 440-752-0978. Thanks again for watching. Hope to hear from you guys soon. All right, Keith, you just got approved for a new vehicle. What are you going to do next?
I'm going to Disney World!